What's going on this Good Friday, tribe? I'm stopping through because my guys are like forcing me to do this impromptu message about incognito mode. So this I feel like is more for folks who are content creators or whatnot, and their stuff is viewed digitally. It could also be physical, content creation, but you create content and someone is watching your content in incognito mode, trying to figure out, what makes you tick, bite your style, like several different things. And me personally, I don't know a lot about incognito mode because they kind of presented it to me as, it's the collective, but it's also me. And I'm confused because I'm like, I look at my stuff and certain things don't have any views, certain things have one view, and they're kind of telling me like, I don't think that counts with incognito mode. But to me, I don't see how a view wouldn't count if it was viewed in incognito mode. But regardless, someone is viewing your content incognito mode, pulling on your energy, trying to figure out, what makes you tick, and wanting to be in competition mode. But I don't do the competition thing because even if you do know what I want, you would be a fool to try to compete with me for something that doesn't align with you, because I know no other person wants exactly what I want. And I don't really even want like the fame. Give me the fortune, keep the fame. And it was bringing me to one of my cards that well, actually all the five energy, the fives. So someone wants to be in conflict, someone is in despair, someone wants to be, the defeater, the victor, with the five of swords. And with the five of pentacles, again, that's despair. Five of cups, despair. And five of wands is, conflict. They also were playing strong woman. Love yourself, you're a strong woman. No matter who you are, you just gotta know it. Everybody got another life waiting for them. Put the past in the rear view. You gotta move on. Relax yourself. At some point, you just gotta sleep it off. Just ask yourself, are you important in this life at all? I know the song because I listened to it. It's on one of my playlists, but I couldn't tell you the artist, but the song name is Strong Woman. And they also are saying for the person, the reader, who is pulling on my energy when I watch their stuff, that you need to focus on why I show up versus what my abilities are. Because I don't do tarot for money at this point in time. And I guess this person does, and they're saying while you're studying me, you need to be studying your planets. I don't know if that means in your birth chart or just astrology period, because you've been doing this for 10 years and your content is still the same. You're still worried about the karmic energy, and your readings are always pretty much along the same lines. We talk about the same things, just in a different, scenario. There's nothing you can do or anyone you can send towards me that is gonna stop my mode. You're looking into my energy and seeing that I'm in a transition and in an uncomfortable stage because I was made to be, because of the things that I asked for in elevation. And you are misconstruing that I'm a broke bum bitch, which I'm actually not, which is the reason why I'm not pulling any cards, because I got to go to work. Um, and I don't mind it because, again, I don't do tarot for money. Not at this point. And then, yeah, they bringing me the Strong Woman song again. So it's basically it feeling like, to me, like, I'm gonna say, because they're not saying this, I'm gonna say you're a strong woman as well, because you have the gift, you do what it is that you do. But it's just that you need to, one, focus on getting better, um, versus just siphoning folks' energy to to assume to be better, is what they said. Um, so it's more or less like, study your craft, um, get into. Oh, okay, thank you. They said you owe it to your flock to elevate and learn these things about the planets, and meteorology, weather. No, I don't. Meteorology is what they're saying, but maybe it has something to do with, like, all of it has to do with the skies and the weather, and I guess storms and stuff like that. Because obviously your opinion of storms, and storms that people go through, are as if it's a punishment. All storms don't come to punish. Some storms come to clear the way and give healing to folks. And it's not a punishment from divine source energy, but they were saying God. But I call the higher power either the most high or divine source energy. It's not a punishment. It's you're being made uncomfortable to grow, as if anything else that has to go through discomfort and struggle to grow, like plant life, like butterflies, anything that transitions and metamorphs into something different than what they were born. And I guess I know that that's the path of us humans to, transition and go, and go through the struggle and things like that. And just because someone is in a struggle does not mean that they're being punished by the Most High. You got your thoughts misconstrued with that, and calling people names that have to deal with being in a struggle is not a divine woman's business, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing damn, I can't remember her name. I think it's Tony something, but she does like affirmational songs or whatever. She doesn't really sing. She speaks over beats, and the phrase that they brought to me was worrying about who do I think I am is not a divine woman's business, kind of thing. Because in the song, she says that a lot of people are gonna basically ask you we're asking her who does she think she is. And yeah, so that's with that. And I kind of really think that's it. But whoever is watching me in incognito mode, or pulling on my energy in incognito mode, they say you're never going to find out what it is you're trying to find out. So it's best that you stop. And just to be clear, like, this is my war council. These are my war guides. Like, these are not the ones that are, love and light. These are the ones that wreck shit. So I feel like whoever they're speaking to has been sending their war counsel to me because they feel threatened by me believing that I am in sorts um, in competition with them. But I'm gonna say it again, and I'll continue to say it. I don't compete. I do not compete. As Janae Ayoko says, I do not compete, I complete. I am here trying to elevate myself, and what I learn, I try to pass on to others. Whether you use it or not, that's your business. I'm not a religious woman. I believe religion is more a control tactic on the flock. Because me personally, I feel and I know that we all have our pathway and our connection back to the divine source energy, and no one path is going to be the same. I see it as one big, source of energy with separate lines, millions, billions of lines through to each vessel. And when we come here, the purpose is to try to find our way back to the main source, the divine source. And it's like a beacon. You don't need a middleman to tell you which way to go. You don't need anyone to demean you or tell you that you are not doing what it is that you're supposed to do, because if you're guided to it in a wholehearted, good vibrating, high vibrating energy, then there's no need for you to feel as if you're doing something wrong. Also, everyone has their own set of rules. And then, sorry, they're saying that, oh, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, because as well as the research that needs to be done with the planets, there's research that needs to be done with your religion, because you're going off of the books of the damned, and they're saying Peter, Luke. I can't really make out the other person, but they're giving me the ones who accosted, is what they just said, accosted Mary Magdalene. Why, and the reason why her books are not in the Bible. All of the books that are in the Bible right now were chosen by the patriarch for control purposes, and that kinesis. I don't think that's the word, but it's something that is in Mary Magdalene's book and her studies and her time with Christ, that is the way, the pure way is what they're saying. And it has to do with more, what I just said, the fact that you don't need a middleman to connect with the divine. I'm gonna have to do some research, and I know that there is a shaman that I follow who has a short on this, and she also has a video on this. Why can I not remember her name right now? Christina Lopez. Her two videos, one is a short and one is a video about Mary Magdalene. That's what it brought me to. That's why they brought me to say what I said about following the books of the damned, because I feel like they're damned in the divine's eyes and Christ's eyes, because they're not giving the people the full power. Okay, now it's starting to kind of get jumbled and it's a lot, and I need to go. So I know that they are going to end up having me do a reading about this, as well as some Scorpio energy and things that we need to do in this Scorpio season. I was supposed to do the reading in Libra season, and when I actually do the reading, I'll show y'all my notes to show y'all that I'm not capping um, about the messages that I received about, you know, the Scorpio energy. But I got to get finish getting dressed and get up out of here. But I will tap back in with y'all later, and until then, know that I love you. Understand that I'm not in competition with anybody. We are all here on our own journey to find our purpose as souls, of why we incarnated into earth. But until next time, peace.